How's it going, everybody? So I'm actually taking a trip back to my parents' house this weekend. So it's like 140 miles to get there or something like that. So a little bit of a range test. It'll be pretty cool. So I'm at 194 miles for my average. So we'll see what it looks like at the end of the trip. My guessometer thing is definitely a lot lower because the last time I drained the battery, I was using the heat a lot because it was really, really cold. But today it's just raining, of course. But it's not very cold, so I'm probably not gonna use it too much. So yeah, I'm gonna get on the road. Talk to you later.
Plugging in the car. Look at that little baby wire. I only have level 1 charging here, but at least it's something. So once the light turns green, it's a little bright for you to see it, but that little light last night was so bright. Whoa, that rhymed really cool. But from up in that window where my bedroom is, it literally was lighting up my ceiling. So I'm at my parents' house and I got in last night, but I wanted to give you some of my thoughts. I've only had the car for about a week now, but this was my first kind of longer trip, so it was really cool. And overall, I think the car did great. It was a super blast to drive. I think I got here with about, I want to say like 76 miles left. Really, the only thing that affected the range negatively was the climate controls. I will say that that's the only thing that really saps your range, is using the heat or the air conditioning, I'm assuming. I've only used the heat thus far though. Really, the car was warm. It's really nice with the heated steering wheel and the heated seats. But the problem was that it was kind of raining and it was super humid, so I kept having to turn on the heat for little short spurts just to clear up the windows and make sure they didn't fog up. The other piece that was a factor in the range was elevation changes, I noticed, which I've heard this and this isn't really a shock, but coming up the Mass Pike, well, down the Mass Pike, well, up. I guess technically it was up, because when I was leaving Boston, I noticed a lot of my elevation changes were going up and up and up, and then I would have small downturns and then go up and up and up. So in the very beginning, my efficiency wasn't so great. I got an 84 to come down in Connecticut, and I felt like the entire time almost I was just dropping and dropping and dropping. So that's when I saw my efficiency just skyrocket, and it was really great. That was when it got to more of a satisfying kind of cycle of I would go up a little bit and I'd use a little bit more energy, and then I'd come down and it would be, you know, on 96 miles range for 4 or 5 miles as I came down. You know, it wouldn't budge at all, which was really cool to see. One thing I definitely want to make a video about in the future, probably this week, is about the psychological shift of driving an electric car. And I'm not trying to be like a super pretentious EV driver who's like, well, you know, there's just something about it that's just different. But there really is. But overall, it was just a super satisfying drive. It was super smooth. I got home feeling so calm and so nice. Just a very different feeling from a normal trip home. I actually am only gonna have access at my parents' house to level 1 charging. So it's kind of like at my apartment in Boston. So I'll have to shift things a little bit, but I've had it plugged in all night and I think I'm up about 40 miles. Ironically, I actually have to go back up to Boston on Sunday anyways for that Westworld premiere. So I'll be able to fast charge on the way up and while I'm up there. And I'll actually get to do the whole trip again. So maybe I'll have some other thoughts. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Definitely like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.